Hello, Twitch chat and YouTube. Welcome. We're gonna run back the deck from this weekend's Sunday morning challenge. Mono blue, turbo Murktide. I can't look at the deck this way. this is a little bit easier for me to look at. Yeah, basically almost the same deck list as Sunday. So if you want a deck tag, check out Sunday's video. The differences are the Commandeer has been replaced by a Mindbreak Trap. I think Mindbreak Trap should just be better as a one of free counter spell in comparison to Commandeer, which is like a sweet one for the Twitter, but not actually the strongest Magic the Gathering card. And then our sideboard is pretty changed up from not super changed up from the weekend, but more one-ofs, including a Dismember. We had some problems with Jeskai Creatures, a True Name, so that we can have a little bit of a better chance versus the fair decks. Jeskai Bug, and then I think the rest is the same. So just more one-ofs. We have a lot of cantrips and stuff like that to try to find the cards we need. So I think it's reasonable. What were suggestions that I denied? Someone in the YouTube comments suggested Archmage's Charm instead of Entrancing Melody, because most of the time you're stealing the 1-mana creature. But I think that ignores the value of stealing 2-mana creatures, some of which are really strong. Examples are Lavinia, Tarmogoyf, Shroudhorde Arcanist. I think the flexibility of Entrancing Melody hitting 1 and 2-mana creatures should be more powerful than Archmage's Charm being draw or counter, but could be wrong. The thing is, I don't know. I don't know. I just think being able to steal 1 and 2-mana creatures is more of the reason I put this in my deck rather than having a 3-mana counter or draw 2. So that's why I didn't want to do that one. Was there another one? Someone has suggested like changing up the mana base, and I didn't really like that idea. I really want a huge number of basic lands for when we play against Golos to have lots of, they can't Ghost Quarter you out, and you also can't get wastelanded. I do want to play a large number of fetches for my Sanctuary and for my things. Currently our split is 7 fetches, 6 fetchables, and I think that's fine. I really don't like the sound of 8 fetches, 5 fetchables with 4 basics. It's probably okay, but I don't know. I'm not a huge expert on that. I looked at a bunch of other Murktide decks in other formats and to look at their fetch land base, especially in Legacy, and even in Legacy they have Brainstorm, so it's even more important. And this I kind of mirrored my mana base based on those. So I didn't really like those suggestions. One person asked, why do we have Thing in the Ice in the deck? You took it out every game, and that's because in our last video we played against only combo decks. We just didn't see any of the decks that Thing in the Ice is good versus, which should be Bug, maybe Golos. Not sure about Golos. Mostly Bug and Bazaar, creature decks, mono white, those kind of things. But we just played against Doomsday, PO, Tinker, stuff like that. Where I just board it out a lot of the time. A lot of the time, I'll just take out some of the Thing in the Ices and put in like Null Rod, Chalice, Fluster, stuff like that. It does make a nice, easy board plan when you have a card that's not super good in a set of matchups and you have a mapping on when you bring it in. I don't think this deck needs more threats than Murktide unless your opponent is going to bring in things that attack your graveyard. If they're attacking your graveyard, then you probably need to keep something in the ice in so that you have a creature threat that doesn't get hosed by the graveyard. I hate. Now, Murktide is not the most castable when they hit your graveyard, but I actually have had some success in casting it when I've been had my graveyard attacked, because your opponent's going to put less of a clock on you when they're attacking your graveyard, so you have time to build out your mana. That being said, you don't really want to rely on a 7-drop 3/3 flyer, so that's one of the big reasons why I put the Thing in the Ice dress down plan in to start, is so that you had ways to play aggressive, even if someone, I don't know, put a ley line of the void into play, something like that. So we're going to run through another league tonight. Hopefully we're going to play against some Bug and some Golos. That would be ideal, though leagues typically tend to be more on the combo side as well, so maybe we won't even get the practice we're looking for. But that's the kind of decks I want to play tonight, because I really want to know if I need to make those matchups better. I already have some things for bug in here, but I'm pretty light on workshop hate. Like, I can easily play a Flux, more sabotages. There's like lots and lots of cards that you can play to help improve your Golos matchups. I just need to figure out first if I do need to improve my Golos matchup, because looking at it from my point of view, from like an abstract, theoretical outlook, I think you should be fine against Golos. You're playing tons of basics. You're playing a fast, big flyer. You have a ton of forces, and you have I don't know exactly how good Thing in the Ice is with maybe like just stretch down into Thing in the Ice. But from my standpoint with Wasteland and all these basics, I should be okay versus Golos. We'll have to see if that actually is true if we do get to play any Golos matchups tonight. So, let's give it a shot. So welcome, chat. It's been like an hour since I first started this Mono Blue stream. Unfortunately, we registered accidentally with Ravager shops, or no Ravager shops, and then played a match where we got destroyed, and it was not fun. So we dropped, and we're back, and it's time to play Mono Blue versus Lord Beerus, the Dredge Master. We have a Wasteland, but not much else. And I can't really, if I was on the draw, I could like hide the fact that we have a Wasteland, but I can't really hide the fact we have a Wasteland here. So I think I'm just going to bottom this, though Wasteland is our only good card. So maybe we should be topping this. If we assume that our friend Lord Beerus is on Dredge, which is not an assumption that you can always make, because Lord Beerus has some range. I don't think I can keep this. The problem is I have no follow-up, but the other problem is that is my only playable card is Wasteland, though. I think I'm going to mulligan. All right, see? Easy. Wasn't even close to close. I'm just going to get rid of Gush. And then we're going to go hold up everything. End of turn Thought Scour, Wasteland their Bazaar. Eventually we get to play some Murktides. Very nice. Very nice. You love to see it. You love a good mulligan. All right. Nice. Awesome. There's not very many times in life I would say nice, awesome when I see a Bazaar, but I wanted to get some testing in. I do think that we have a bad Dredge matchup. And so I'm trying to gauge how good our sideboard plan is. Nice. Okay. All right. Well, actually, that's not nice unless they have another Bazaar, in which case we've already lost. That's nice. All right. Bazaar down. Opponent is on Icarid, Thug, Shell. So I would assume this Icarid does not come back in this upkeep. Oh my god, they have a... Oh, I was about to say, do they have a Noxious Revival? I was trying to F3 real quick so I could Flusterstorm it. Do I run Gaze? No. But I do run one Daze. Any single Daze. Wow, they brought back Icarid. Okay. How good is this Dredge? This Dredge is a miss. That's a complete miss. That's really, really good for me. So my opponent missed on their Dredge, and they they got rid of their other Dredger with Icarid. So, oh, they have a second Bazaar, of course. Okay, well, I assume this is going to put back some Dredgers, maybe even a Bridge. No Bridge. But we do get to Wasteland them again. They do have 9 Dredges in their yard. I think I'm going to hit this Cabal Therapy with a Flusterstorm on the off chance that Beerus names Murktide Regent. And I do think that's a reasonable name if Beerus has been paying attention to my deck lists. Seeing Thought Scour, I think it's reasonable to assume my opponent has the naming of Murktide in their range, and I think I will just fluster it. Second Wasteland, too strong. And we get a Lotus? Wow. Maybe I'm supposed to play Lotus Murktide first. Can I play 2? No. Sweet. I have a 7/7. All right, maybe my Dredge matchup is fantastic. All I need to do is draw double Wasteland. All right, so this time they missed again, actually. They have another Icarid, and they have an Amalgam, but Amalgam's not coming back. They have no bridges, so I don't really care about this therapy. Not bad. Okay, maybe we'll win game 1 against Dredge. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be? I really don't think our game 1 matchup versus Dredge is very good. It's pretty much entirely based on Wasteland, but okay, so they're gonna hit themselves with Cabal Therapy to get the imp back in their yard. It makes sense. And we drew Time Walk, which is gotta be one of our top tier draws. All right, so now any fetch land gives me another Murktide. Dress down. Okay. I don't really want Icarid to lose all abilities. So that just keeps it in play forever. I don't think I want to dress down. We are winning, and I don't really know how our opponent actually kills a Murktide Regent, so that's good. So now I might want to do it just because there are bridges. Yeah, I don't know. Wouldn't it be good to pay 4 mana and make a 3/3 Murktide, and the next turn play another one exiling spells and make a 7/7? Well, I wasn't able to make a Murktide on the next turn, so yes. It is worse. Oh, I guess you want to use 4 mana. Okay. So I'm seeing what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You're using our full mana here. You might be right then. I didn't really even think about that, to be perfectly honest. So how much would we have saved? How much leftover mana did we have? So how much? We had 2 leftover mana, so we could have kept 2 spells in our yard, in which case we would have been able to make another Murktide. Yeah, you're probably right. I feel like if our first Murktide resolves, yeah, I don't think I was even thinking about it. You're probably right. I think I thought I could play both, to be honest. Maybe. So I would have saved 2 cards. I don't think I would have made a 3/3 Murktide. I think I would have made a 5/5 Murktide, right? Yeah, I think I would have made a 5/5 Murktide. And then the clock does change. There's also something to be said about therapy and force of will. So let me come back to that. I do think that you have a point, but I'm not 100% sure that you're right yet. Let me just sideboard real quickly here. We don't really want negation or mind break trap or miss. How does therapy read? Do we want to be misdirecting therapies? It doesn't hate grief. I typically hate gush in this matchup. I think any Murktide is going to get countered if they have a counter. I could misdirect a Cabal Therapy. I don't really know if that's good, though. We do know they actively have another therapy in their yard. But would they name a second regent? I don't really know. So I didn't really have enough time to sideboard here. Did I mess up anything crucial? Could have had more flusters if I wanted them. So this is just a single surgical extraction with no wasteland. I think this is not good enough. They still pick on misdirection. All right, then I don't really want that. Well, I wouldn't leave all of them. I think I would still make a 5/5. I'm almost certain I would. We'll go back and look at it at the end of the round. At the end of the round, we'll go back and look at it. Let's play this round. Let's play this match out first, and then we'll go back and look at it. Because I agree, I didn't even think about it at all. But it's something worth thinking about. I think this is a mulligan. I think you want to handle the wasteland and a graveyard hate. What about no land and a better graveyard hate? That is one of our best pieces of graveyard hate. And we still have a force. What is our percentage chance of drawing a land here? It's 18, 20, 20, and 54. It's pretty bad. Let's mulligan. All right, here we have a wasteland and a lantern, so. And we have dress down is not necessary, so we should get rid of dress down. Dress down's not really good in this matchup. It's just going to help us flip a thing in the ice, probably. But I like obviously negation is actually just dead, whereas dress down cantrips. Maybe we could have brought in 2 more flusters for this is my biggest problem with bringing in a ton of flusters nowadays, Raphael, is that my opponents play Grief, which can't be flustered, so we're gonna lose our lantern, but we do have a wasteland. I don't think fluster is very good against the Grief version, and it's not like all of our graveyard hate is artifacts. It's just only 3 of them. We still have 2 spell-based graveyard hate as well, so all right. All right. Icarid comes back. No, Icarid did not come back this time. So it means they don't have a second Bazaar, I would assume. They did bring in Vigor. All right. Did not have any follow-up here, though. Next turn, they will be able to Icarid back on Amalgam. Dress down, still no good. So this is just going to eat a Grief, bring back an Amalgam. Dredge a Thug. This one hit another Amalgam and another Icarid and a Therapy. Oh boy. I'm going to need that thing in the ice on this next draw here. They're going to target themselves with this, and I'm going to counter it. Actually, was their initial therapy even targeting me? Wow, they have strip mine. Well, that's fucking annoying. Oh, that's really annoying. All right. I guess I'm just dead. Wild. Dredge too strong. It's actually just blue-black tempo. All right, brutal, 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 brutal. We might need to keep in dress down just so we have easy thing in the ices. They could even board in Leyline versus me if they know what's happening, which we might need it and might need answers to. think I'm going to take out this Cruise and bring in another Fluster. And I don't really think I'm going to bring in the Brazen Borrower, but I feel like you could bring in the Brazen Borrower. Maybe I will just give Leyline respect and bring in a Brazen Borrower. Well, the problem is we don't have that much graveyard hate. We're on 3 pieces of artifact and 2 pieces of spells. Like, our deck is entirely based on interacting with them via Wasteland, so... Like, I think this matchup is probably very, very poor. That's why I'm concerned that I only have 5 pieces of graveyard hate. But it's also such a small metagame percentage now that do I really want to be, like, over-indexing for it? So my opponent got rid of 14 cards, including 3 Amalgam, a Bridge, a Grief, a Hollow One. But they could easily have double Bazaar now. Yes, if you play a Dress Down, and then you play a Thing, it enters with 0 counters, and so your next spell will immediately flip Thing. All right, my opponent has 9 Dredges in their yard at the moment, so probably going to go badly. Yeah, hit Chill, another Dredger, an Ichord, and a Bridge. So we kind of do need here to hit a piece of graveyard clear. So I'm going to Brainstorm. I did not hit any of that. So I think a Thing in the Ice to block is my next best play. I guess Murktide also blocks. I'm going to look to get rid of Fluster Wasteland. Well, I guess I get to keep one of them. I don't think I need 2 Wastelands. So I think I'm just going to put the blue card on top. And then we'll go Crack for a Murktide with Force backup. Yep. Just gonna get rid of the Fluster. Next turn we have Merchant for Ancestral or just Thing in the Ice. My opponent's gonna choose not to bring back Ichord. They did find their last Amalgam, which is pretty good. They also have been dredging, so it means they don't have another Bazaar, which is great. This game should be pretty interesting. I think we're ahead, and we should be fine. I think my plan is going to be Strip Mine, play Strip Mine, casts. Okay, they're going to Therapy targeting me. All right, what are you going to hit? Soul Guide Lantern, fair. Another Murky Boy. Yeah, I'm looking like Merchant Scroll, grab Ancestral, cast Ancestral on their turn. I'm not swinging here. I'm not going to win that battle. I need to deploy more stuff. Okay. So if I had played Ancestral on my turn and it had not been countered, I would have been able to do stuff. I can, if I draw another spell, I can do flippy flippies. So blocking Ichord. So I can block Zombie Token, and then they're just going to have 5 power afterwards, but I take 5 and go to 9, which leaves me more in range to get like Icarid plus chilled out of this game. I could also just block Amalgam right now, in which case they're gonna have 2 tokens and an Amalgam at the end of here, and I can like attack, dress down thing, flip, play another Murktide. Think saving 1 damage is, I don't know, 9. Oh, I went to 8. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I think I just want to make the best value play. I really do want a Soul Guide Lantern, but I'm not 100% sure that I want to dress down. I could just play another Murktide Regent and play a thing in the ice. So I could go land, fetch, Murktide, pumps my Murktide to 8, attack them to 16. And then also play a thing. I have 2 blockers. I might have to flip, actually. But the problem is, to flip, I need to draw another spell. I actually think I have to go for maybe an instant speed thing, because they can go 2 Icarids, 2 blockers. I would die to a Creeping Chill. I would just die to a Creeping Chill if I attack. I could do no attacks, but that's not great either. I think I'm just gonna lead with Murktide, and I'm still gonna go dress down thing, and then we'll figure it out from there. Or maybe we just use dress down to not get one-shotted. Let me see how this reads. It loses all abilities. So this would keep permanent Icarids. That's actually probably pretty good. All right, at the very least, I think we're definitely fetching. I guess the question is, no, it won't die. Well, so hold on. Active player. No, because the trigger will never go on the stack. It doesn't actually matter about active player, not active player. Yeah, I'm gonna try to turn off the Icarid haste, I think. Because I have lethal in the air, right? I guess I don't have lethal if they hit Creeping Chill or Narcomoeba. Oh my god, this game. All right, I'm gonna let them bring in these Icarids first. Now they have a Dredge for 6. They did hit a Creeping Chill, which is really, really annoying. What a weird game. No, I don't think these will ever get sacked because basically their trigger on the end step won't happen. It happens at the beginning of the end step, and they don't have that. And then my thing will die, and then it'll gain it back, but it won't go on the stack. So, so wow, they're going to sack an Icarid. Okay, are they going to target me? Sure. Time walk, fair. At the end of my turn? Oh, you are right. At the end of my turn, the Icarids die. I did not know this was an every end of turn. Today I learned. You're totally right. I did not know this was every end step. That's interesting. Another Murktide. I don't have any instants. If I had some instants, it'd be a little bit better. So I could play a Murktide, but I think we just want to do the dress down play. So I attack for 8, puts them to 9. My opponent has a Dredge 4 and 2 hasty Icarids. Oh wait, there's gonna be 2 zombie tokens. Okay, so there's gonna be 3 zombie tokens, a Brized Amalgam, which is 4, and I need 3 blockers, so I can't even do that. So how do I win? No, this is only pumping on instants and sorceries. How do I win? I can play 4 blockers, but they're gonna have 6 attackers. No, because once I dress down, my regents lose their ability, so that doesn't work. Unless I dress down and draw... I can't even draw that many instants of sorceries to flip the thing on another turn. I guess I can dress down into Soul Guide Lantern. What if I end of turn? What if I these stupid zombie tokens? Maybe I just punted really badly. Well, actually, I would never have been able to flip this thing, and actually, I never drew a spell. I think I have to. I think I have to dress down now and try to draw into something. This Icarid will stay in play for whatever that's worth. 1 less attacker. No. I guess we're gonna die. Yeah, we just die. That's really sad. That's so sad. What a sad day. If I had another dress down, that would have worked. Man, that's so brutal. I feel like I should have won this game. Come on, why you gotta be like that, deck? Deck? I don't know. I feel like we were a little unlucky to lose that one. But I could have played it in a different way. Hold on, let's just go back to that one spot in the beginning so I can figure out what the most optimal line was. Oh, wait. Beerus. Why are you so good? All right, so I should have. Let's think about this for a second. Who was that therapy targeting? Me or you? I don't even remember. Does it show? Me. Okay, so yeah, I'm still flustering that. You were gonna name Fluster? I was worried you were gonna name Murktide, to be perfectly honest. I was very worried that you had the read on my deck and you were gonna name Murktide and I would never be able to win. Alright, so then Lotus was easily my best draw here. So my opponent has Therapy and an Icarid. What is the best way to play this? 4 mana, 3 spells. Leaving 5 cards in yard and a perfect Murktide for the next turn, pumping once. Four. Maybe it is 4 mana, 2 spells for a 5/5. No, I'm not making a 3/3 Murktide. Stop. Yeah, maybe it is 4 mana, 2 spells for a 5/5 Murktide so that I can play 2 5/5 Murktides and then the other one gets bumped to 7. Okay. I mean, whoever said that in chat was probably right. Probably. I think I thought I could play both Murktides and I was one short, I believe. So that was probably the reason why. All right. Rough game. Maybe we need a couple more pieces of Dredge here. I don't know. All right. Looks like we're going to get our rematch versus Dredge here. We're in round 2 of this Vintage League versus Viceroy. Though Viceroy has played a little 8 cast recently, so maybe. But I'm definitely keeping this against everybody, so that's good. We've got Force, Misstep, Strip Mine. Got all the things. The only way this hand would be better is if one of these Murktides was like a Thought Scour. I mean, an Ancestral instead of a thing in the... There's a lot of ways. Ooh, Magic Online with the... Ooh, we didn't lose any play points today from our debacle. You love to see it. All right, it looks like they're on Bug, though, which is good because I wanted to test Bug anyways. All right, I'm thinking about just casting Thing here. I don't think there's a huge upside to cast to using our Strip Mine, so. And if they want to force this, I don't give a shit, so. And if they want to Assassin's Trophy it, I would love that. Obviously, they can't do that yet. A downside to this play is if my opponent is on Oath, but they're not. I'm going to misstep this. It's great value. Also, you have a really hard time beating Deathray Shaman sometimes, so. Got a Fluster. Got a Force back. You're going to force my Mental Misstep pitching Leovold. Maybe they're afraid of getting Strip Mined? I'm a little afraid of getting flustered, but... I'll force. All right. Yeah, they don't have a second land. That's why. What are the merits to brainstorm locking myself? Wouldn't they fluster the misstep unless they thought I was going to force back? If they thought I was going to force back and they were trying to bait out a force, I think that's totally within range. I guess I probably should have not cast this now. Oh my god, how bad? It's not that bad, I guess. Not great though. The fuck am I probably should have stripped mine first so I wouldn't get dazed, even though I could pay. I've never had a fetch on top when I brainstorm block myself, chat. It's literally never happened. Not once in the history of Magic the Gathering has that ever happened. Please play like a cantrip or something. Oh my lord. Yeah, this is exactly the problem with casting the brainstorm. I gave my opponent so much time. I guess I wouldn't have changed anything, right? I would have just drawn all these things. Oh my god, no, stop, please. Deck. Both of us are just sitting here not playing Magic. Oh boy. Why, deck? Why? Now I can't. Man. All right. I still think we're ahead. I still think we're technically winning. Man. I'm happy that we got to play against Dredge, but I also didn't want to lose after winning a game one. That wasn't in the cards for me. All right, again, we pass. Yes, draw. An island. Sweet. I don't think I'm supposed to play Murktide here, especially with a thing about to flip. Yeah, it seems like it would be pretty poor. Next turn we could like gush into Murktide, so my opponent probably is just not playing creatures because they also don't want my to play before my thing flips. All right, we're down. Our opponent is down to play spells. You love to see it. You love to see it. Tarmogoyf resolves. Blue, gush. Time walk you. Also, I'm going to discard 8,000 Magic the Gathering cards. All right, Murky Boys. Not if they counter it. Nope, they didn't counter it. All right, well, it's only one Magic the Gathering card. All right, I mean, I'm playing against Bug, and I have a 7/8 and a 7/7 flyer, so I don't really know how I'm losing, but I think I'm just gonna bait them. I don't fucking know. Do I care? I'm never gonna play a Narset in this game. Just get rid of a Narset. Why everyone wants to play a Back to Basics, but no one asks like, is Back to Basics good? In which the answer is no. Everyone in chat loves, they're like, oh, we need a Back to Basics in the deck. We need a Back to Basics. I'm like, Back to Basics is horrible. That's not a good Magic card. Slasher, you missed the workshop games. Yes, I accept. You can Abrupt Decay this. Okay. This is an admirable way to go as well. I appreciate that. I feel like, I don't know, I might have Abrupt Decayed the Awakened Horror, but I'm just a simple peasant. Can't beat Dredge. All right, I want to bring in my True Name Nemesis, my Brazen Borrower, my Dismember, and my Entrancing Melody. And I'm going to take out Force of Negation. Daze on the draw. And a Flusterstorm. Sold, bought, sold, conquered. No. No, Slasher. Magic Online registered my Null Rod Aggro Shops deck, and we got destroyed by 2019 PO, Esper PO. And we got we got balanced in game 1. What does Dress Down do in our deck? So, multiple things. It draws you a card, and creatures lose abilities. Fuck. So it kills Urza Saga tokens. It turns off opposing creatures. It combos with Thing in the Ice to make it so they have no counters. And so you can flip your Thing in the Ice off of one spell. There's a lot of things. We did tactfully draw our Entrancing Melody for their Deathrite Shaman, which I'm all about. And we're gonna... Should we go for it? Shall we just go for it? I kind of want to. I would like your death. Yes. For anyone who thought Archmage's Charm was better than Entrancing Melody, can you cast Archmage's Charm off of Wasteland? Yes. I have the Deathrite Shaman. I'm the bug player now. I don't have black mana, so I actually can't activate this ability, but if I could activate that ability, it would be sweet, and I would be able to pump my Murktide. But I can't, so we're just gonna act like it didn't happen. All right, so what's my opponent gonna do with this Demonic Tutor? Are they gonna get Ancestral? That seems likely. It feels like that would be the case, seeing as we're probably going to Wasteland, their tropical island. All right, let's find out. God, this card is so broken. Yep, they got an Ancestral. They also have Wasteland, Cruise, Decay, and Trophy. Oh, they got an Ancestral, but we have a Narset. And they won't be... Oh, my... Oh, just concede. Just concede, my opponent. I'm sorry. It's just over. It's just... Oh, it's just over. Sure. Oh, how brutal was this turn? Goodbye, opponent. You fought hard. What was this game? The sideboard tech, the Entrancing Melody. Oh, too funny. Too funny. All right, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Round 3. I have a combo hand. I don't know. I don't really think there's a lot of value in slamming the turn 1 Thing in the Ice combo. I think I would rather just hold open my spells and get a better read on what my opponent is doing first. Unfortunately, he doesn't give us like the most. We could always go like end of turn, Dress Down, plus Consider. There are some options. So I don't think you want to just like slam Dress Down Thing in the Ice here. I think you would rather see what your opponent's got going on. If they have like a Deathrite Shaman or something, then maybe it makes a ton of sense to just go Consider, Dress Down, untap, Thing. Okay, Forest. Okay, like dope. All right, let's give it a shot then. Shall we sequence this? I think it typically matters how we sequence this. I'm trying to think. Drawing an extra card gives us more info before we consider, so. Though I probably would have considered this to the bottom, so. I kind of want to draw a land, like an island, or fetch land. Or a force of will. Okay. The downside of Force of Will Narset is that I don't currently have a way to flip my thing, but now I do. So a downside to this is I do give their Deathrite Shaman food for this turn. But I think I like how where we're at right now. Seems like a pretty decent spot to be at against Bug. I've got a Thing in the Ice in play with no counters and a Force of Will, as well as... Yeah, I like this. I like where we're at. Let's see how this game progresses. I'm interested, because I haven't had that many games versus Bug where I've been doing things. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. All right, what do we got? What is your plan, Mr. Mantooth? Dirk. Wasteland my wasteland? Fair. Follow-up 2-drop? No. This works out pretty well for me. I'm just gonna go Thought Scour myself, flip my Thing in the Ice. Maybe they'll Abrupt Decay it. Not much I can do about that. However, if they Abrupt Decay it, I still probably have the out of drawing, like, Island Cruise? No, they're gonna eat... Okay. Hopefully it's Assassin's Trophy. Blue. Fluster my Thought Scour. Okay. I mean, that's probably not going to go the way you want it to go. But I will not draw a card. So, I mean, it actually is pretty good here because it stops me from treasure cruising. But we are still bouncing the Deathrite to your hand and then smacking you with a Kraken. So I have a Force, which is nice. My opponent is in 2 turns from dead. I need to draw... A fetch land lets me play Cruise on the next turn, which is really, really something I'm interested in. I don't believe I'm countering this Deathrite on the way back down. I would be more interested in protecting against Trophy or Oko. Really want a fetch land there. Did not hit a fetch land there. Yeah, I mean... Maybe Flusterstorming our Thought Scour is a game-winning play. So they can have things like... Oko plus Fluster backup now, if they find a land drop. So not really in a great spot, but long term we should still be great. Like just drawing in an island or a fetch land is quite good. It's a little tough for them. Not really, actually. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're gonna play a removal or a creature here, right? The thing looked pretty good here, mostly because it didn't get decayed. And Leo. All right, well, I forced this, Leo. Half my hand is draw cards. Obviously, if they have a force back or a fluster, like if they have a force back, it's fine for them. If they have a fluster back, it's not fine because you're just jumping with the Leo. If they have nothing, then they're chumping with the Deathrite and they don't have a Leo. And we are still very close to playing all of these Magic the Gathering cards. I think I want to just attack first. Make this Deathrite go bye-bye. And then we'll see if we can't Thought Scour into a land and cruise. Yep. No fatal push. You love to see it. All right. Thought Scour myself. Survey says I've milled over to Flooded Strand and drew a Murktide Regent. That is about on par for what normally happens, yes. But we do now have Treasure Cruise mana, so. Wonder if I had Treasure Cruise mana before. No, I had 6, so it was 1 short. All right, Oko. Endurance. That's a fucking nightmare. Yup. Endurance. Yup. Okay. That is a problem. I didn't factor in the endurance into the bug matchup. But it's really good. However, my opponent has not found an answer to this Awoken Horror, so I like where we're at, and I have a force for their next chumper. Even though I have all these dead cards in my hand. Blue, dig through time. So I will counter that just because I can't counter an Abrupt Decay. And if they have Fluster, it shouldn't matter. They have Force backup. Wow. Okay, they had both of their Delve spells. All right, so they have to hit it. If they hit it in 7 cards, I guess they could always hit another chump blocker. I'm in a bad spot, for sure. I am for sure in a bad spot here. Consider into Island is pretty good for me. Ancestral is pretty good for me. Just not hitting my if I think I had a fetch land in this point in during this game, should have been in a great spot because I would have had Delve spell into Gush, but we didn't find it. So what's opponent got? Got an Abrupt Decay? No, just another chump blocker. Okay, that's good for the home team. What a weird game. Drew a Strip Mine. I don't know if I'm getting extreme amounts of value. I should maybe hit the Black Source so that they can't go Demonic into Abrupt Decay. Also, it looks nicer, so I might as well kill it. All right, Ponder. Still looking for an answer. I can't believe they found just no removal spells. No Okos, no Abrupt Decays, no Assassin's Trophies. Assassin's Trophy is not bad for me because Assassin's Trophy means Gush into a Murktide region. Probably. Here it is. Yep. I have no answer, unfortunately. But now you have activated my trap card of 2 basic islands. If they force this, I actually wouldn't be able to play Regent if I didn't draw this Misty. Right? No, I would have had exactly enough. Never mind. And I actually probably should do that. Maybe I'm supposed to play around. No, they have no cards left in their hand. All right. I will play Lethal Dragon. You are out of gas. May you not draw another Assassin's Trophy. Demonic, Ancestral. It would have to be like Lotus, Time Walk, Assassin's Trophy, or something crazy. Mox Trophy. Jeez, don't hurt me like that. Mox Land Trophy? Oh no! Oh, it's the wrong land though. They said lol in chat, so I assume it means they hit Assassin's Trophy Mox Land, but they hit the wrong land because I didn't draw Mox. I didn't draw Fetch. Wow. Yeah, there's the trophy. So we would have ended up. Wow. Wild. All right, so same game plan as last time, where we board out negation, negation, fluster, daze, and then board in entrancing melody, brazen borrower, true name nemesis, and dismember. Strip mining a black source. Hey, sometimes I play well, and sometimes I play like a baboon. It's usually one of the two. All right. I mean, not much to say. This is our board plan. We've done it before. Could theoretically board out like Narset. Maybe on the play we bring back in Daze and take out Narset. Typically, it's hard to defend Narset against Bug, but actually our deck might be okay at defending against Bug. We'll see. All right. So on the draw versus Bug, we've got a Force hand with Thing and I mean, this looks like a good Narset hand. So turn 1 Thing, Force back up, turn 2 Narset with a Defender. I mean, I like it. I like it. Always a death right. Ooh, ooh, island. All right, death right. So yeah, I'm definitely not gonna wasteland them. I'm just gonna go island, sapphire, thing, and then next turn we can play a Narset, wasteland. Yep, yep. Green and Sylvan Library. I actually can let that resolve because I have a Narset, which is hilarious. So they have to have Force Fluster here, which they do not. I would love a Merchant Scroll for Ancestral. How did you know? Well, so maybe Narset's just great and I'm an idiot and I'll just always draw my Sapphire or my Lotus to stop their Sylvan library with my Narset. I guess if I get Abrupt Decayed, I am going to be pretty upset that I didn't counter this. But I think fighting over my Narset was a better play. Maybe not. We didn't see Abrupt Decay. We saw Assassin's Trophy in game 1. I don't know. Maybe a mistake. Maybe a mistake. Leo with Wasteland. I think I'd rather just counter this. Force pitching, Scour. I don't really need to counter that, but I have a Wasteland sitting here. I'd like to just draw like maybe, yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to, I think I'm supposed to do this first. Okay, I'm just gonna go cruise into my hand, Merchant for Ancestral, Ancestral. If they force, I can force back and flip. So I'm not even really worried about that. And now I actually think I don't wasteland. I probably just scour, target myself, flip this thing in the ice, attack them for 7. Next turn, I have fetch Mystic Sanctuary, back my Ancestral Recall, and then cruise. Yeah, I mean, this deck is fucking gas. This deck is so cool. Oh, I'm having a lot of fun. I am enjoying this. I also have 3 islands in play, so this wasteland has done nothing all game. God, it's beautiful. Oh, wait. Never mind. My Thought Scour milled over my Mystic Sanctuary and my True Name Nemesis. I guess I will not be Mystic Sanctuarying off of Flooded Strand. Is this an endurance? They know I have a treasure cruise, so kind of off this life. Yeah, that was not the strongest Thought Scour. But yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna cruise, so I think we're okay here. Na, 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 na. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're okay here. Oh yeah. Dismember you. Time walk. Pew! Wow, we really truly turbo Xerox this game, didn't we not? Wow. I love this deck. This might be one of my favorite creations. So we just 4-0'd Bug, no problem. And obviously we had a close set versus Dredge. I'm all about this. I am all about this. Okay, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Round 4. Versus Mayhem. I got forces. Keep. What do you have, Mayhem? Show me what you got. Okay. Underground Sea Pearl. Tinker. I mean, 2 forces is a good hand versus Tinker unless they play Urza Saga on turn 2. In which case I need to draw a Wasteland. Show me your hand, please. Dak Faden, Bolt, Brainstorm, Narset, Force. That is an interesting set of Magic the Gathering cards. So 4-color Breach, maybe? End of turn Brainstorming, too. Interesting. I feel like I would not end of turn Brainstorm because you kind of need the blue card to pitch. Though you do need a blue land, I guess. Actually, I'm pretty sure Germans make up the second highest portion of my streaming audience. At least they do my YouTube audience. I'm pretty sure it goes Americans, Germans, Italians. All right. Unfortunately, they found a Gataxian probe, which means they know I have Force. Force. Yeah, that's probably true. So they did hit a fetch land on their Brainstorm probe, and we know that they probably have. Let's see. I mean, I'm gonna force any Planeswalker here. I'm super far behind if I don't. So pretty sure force pitching, Force of Negation is probably correct. Will you force back? Probably not, I would assume. Oh, they will. Force pitching Fluster. They drew Fluster? Why wouldn't you just wait for... I guess you're going to resolve this Dak Faden next turn anyways? Oh, I probably should have countered their counter so that this got exiled. Whatever. Oh, well. Okay, I mean, my opponent's gonna resolve a Dak Fade next turn, so fuck me. That would have been a great card to draw the other turn. Not much I can do about it. It just be like that. Yep. Yeah, it's rough for me, for sure. Though, technically, any Volcanic Island matchup is going to be very rough for me due to Pyroblast. My deck does not deal with Pyroblast very well. I have been trying to start these streams a little bit earlier so that the European players can see it at the end of the night. Okay, so it's definitely a Tinker deck. I am very far behind, but my opponent has no cards in hand. So, got that. I'm going to fetch once here. Just I don't really want to draw an island, but I also don't want to... Oh my god, of course. I need to draw spells, pretty much. Or like, even a Murktide region I could have cast on that turn. Alright, so my opponent gets to see their 3 cards. I don't know if that's better or worse than... Is that really better than just drawing a card and then spinning so you can see 3 cards and choose which ones to... I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. Saga's definitely pretty good here. Seeing I've drawn 4 lands and none of them have been Wasteland. And they're just going to mill over Hercules Island. That makes sense. Alright, well, I mean, pretty rough here. That's a good draw, though. They don't have a force up, so... This works out pretty well for me. And I have a lot of answers to Saga tokens in my deck. All right, I mean, this is a 5/5 region. It's not going to kill this right away. And I have protection, so maybe we're okay here. Murktide is so good. Unless they have Pyroblast. All right. Oh, wait, this is a 6/6 region. Even better. So this can kill Dak in one swing. And they're just sitting here making Saga tokens. Okay, I mean, did they find anything in their top 3? Are you going to activate a Dak and then spin again? What's the plan, homie? What is the plan, Mr. Mayhem? I think I know who Mayhem is. I believe I know who they are. Ah, they drew Tinker. No, that is a good plan. If I didn't have it covered. Oh, fuck off. You have a Fluster in your top 3? All right, opponent. I see you. I see you. I assume they get a Bolus of Citadel, right? They got a Time Vault. So they're going to get Vault Key. Can I beat that? No. I have to Time Walk, lethal them. So I have outs here. I do have outs here because I have a Mystic Sanctuary. I can draw Ancestral into Mystic Sanctuary, Ancestral into Time Walk, into pump my Regent, kill them probably. So I have outs. They're just pretty slim. I guess yeah, any Wasteland is also an out. This play does not seem correct to me. But maybe they don't think I have Wasteland in my deck. So if I have Wasteland, I can just like Wasteland this and kill this, and I'm gonna win probably. I don't think I should fetch and remove an island. I think that allowing myself to have Mystic Sanctuary draws is very useful. Like if I draw Gush, I guess maybe not Gush. I guess it's just Ancestral, right? Or like Thought Scour into Thought Scour or something. Like if I draw Consider into a draw spell that I want to be able to consider back on top. Do I want to be able to do that? I don't think I'm supposed to remove an island, no. Wasteland. Narset. Narset can't draw me anything that does anything, I don't believe. Yeah, Time Walk would have been good. I guess he can draw me Ancestral here. Misdirection. So I can still draw a Wasteland, though I just put a Wasteland on the bottom, but I'm going to fetch away. Okay, so I'm going to try to consider into a Wasteland. Yep. Survey says Wasteland. Nope. Nope. Unlucky. Yeah, I mean, my opponent made a very risky play going for this Time Vault. Like, they could have gone for Sphinx is probably reasonable as well. And we had 5 draws of 5 Wastelands in our deck, so... Yeah, I mean, it happens. All right, so our opponent is a Tinker Vrixis player. Thinking Chalice, Null Rod, Hydroblast, Flusters, and a Borrower. I don't know how I'm going to cut enough cards to bring that in. Oh yeah, I can just cut all my thing in the ices. Still not enough cards. How the hell do I cut more cards than that? Trim, consider, and I don't really want to get rid of Dress Down as it's my best way to beat Saga tokens. Maybe I can just trim an island. I don't know if I'm allowed to trim an island. Why not? It's the worst that can happen. Maybe that's the worst that can happen. I mean, this hand's pretty good too. I think I'm just gonna bin the Thought Scour. Maybe I'll bin one of the forces. Yeah, I'll bin a force. Give myself some cantrips to find land, and I hold open Force Fluster, so I like this. I want to keep the Dress Down because I want to have an answer to Saga tokens. Man, yeah, I can't believe my opponent went for Time Vault. I can't imagine I would ever go for Time Vault there. But I guess I had no cards in hand, but I'm a blue deck. Like, I can just draw Ancestral, I can draw Preordain into Wasteland. I feel like I would have gone for Sphinx or I mean, probably Bolas' Citadel if that was an option. I probably would have just gone for Bolas' Citadel at 16 life with a land drop to give. Kept a 7-carder. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of this negation and play with this 6. Looks reasonable and gives me the highest chance of continuing to play. My opponent kept 7. Just certainly not ideal. Volk. Emerald. Pass. Well, I have to go for consider to make sure I hit my land drop, so even if they're holding up Ancestral or something, it's fine. I'm going to use consider because it's a better chance of getting a land than Thought Scour. All right, sweet. Now I have Flusterstorm, and I can play a Regent. Okay, they did have Saga. which is fine for me. I have dress down. I would like to hit another land so that I can have. I guess Fluster's not gonna do it. What is this? Is this a fucking Hull Breacher? I guess I can just lose this dress down and counter this. Hope they fight back so I can Fluster a force. So they could still have another force for my force here, but it's fine. All right, well, I mean, I'm going to lose this game to a Pyroblast, it looks like, but I have an 8/8 Murktide, so pretty sure that's going to race this Saga. And they're not allowed to fetch. No, that's not true. They can fetch. That math was horrible. Momentary lapse of math. Oh, Soul Guide Lantern. So close. One turn too late. This Saga token's getting pretty big now. Merchant Scroll? No. All right, I mean, if I just don't get Vault Keyed, I'll be okay. Ooh, that's a good draw. That's a little unfortunate. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna hit the Saga. I think it's better than hitting Tolarian. They'll probably just cycle their Lantern. I don't have another blue card for negation, so they didn't cycle their Lantern? Interesting. Worried about a second one? Then you have to crack it. I don't understand. Well, I mean, currently I have a Murktide hitting their face. All right, here's they're cracking it. I guess they wanted to maybe keep the extra blue mana. That could be possible. All right, you need to win or deal with my big dragon. All right, did not deal with my big dragon. All right, so they do have a Soul Guide Lantern. I think we just have to play through a Soul Guide Lantern. They want to board out Chalice on the draw and put the island back in. I don't know if I was actually allowed to cut that island. I could technically bring in Needle, but I'm not even super thrilled with that life. And the rest of this is whatever. Should I bring in Dismember for her Hull Breacher? Nah. May have had hard cast force. That kind of makes sense. Okay, I have another strip mine draw with a force. Yeah, this is great. Sure. And if I find another land, I can thought scour into a region. I like this. Key, sure. Key resolves. Don't care about a key very much. Opal, sure. Another Mox. Lotus. Yeah. I don't think I'm supposed to counter Lotus. I really hate countering Lotus like that, even if it looks juicy. All right, we'll hold up in our Flusterstorm that we definitely have. Blue, Brainstorm. Sure. I wonder if I should be fetching around Opposition Agent. Not that I could have at any point in this game, but... Again, I'm just going to play into the bullshit. I don't really think I'm gaining much by, like, not playing my Thought Scours and stuff here. Sure, they could crack their Lotus and play a Hull Breacher. Oh, just Pyroblast? That's fine. If you want to Pyroblast Thought Scour, I don't give a shit. That is just, please do that. Yes, okay, dope. Don't care. There's more where that came from. And I also have Strip Mine for your Saga. I am feeling good about this. The worst thing that could happen is like Vault with a counterspell backup, which we do have outs to beat. I think I'm just gonna Thought Scour and not consider here. I have a land drop to make. Wow. Go Thought Scour, I guess. Sure. I'm gonna not play a Murktide Regent into their Hardcast Force and look for like... I don't even know if I'm playing an N-Step Recall is the problem. I mean, they have all kinds of mana. So let's just consider maybe we can find that Magic the Gathering card. Here's a nice spot where Consider is better than Thought Scour. I am going to slam this Ancestral now then and let them use a counter spell on it. The worst outcome for this is they have Pyroblast for it, but they used a Pyroblast on my Thought Scour, so... Here's a Hardcast Force, which doesn't actually leave them with any way to counter this. So I think I'm down. I'm down to force back here. Obviously, I get hit by... I would have already gotten flustered. I think having a bunch of extra cards is actually really good for me here. Like me hit a non-sanctuary. Yeah, okay, this game is very over. Okay, so now I can just go Time Walk into Sanctuary Ancestral. And then Null Rod. Yep. All right, cool. And now I have Fluster Negation, so I'm great. All right, this game looked sketch, but we were able to pull it out. I really like this deck. It's sweet. We hit a land drop here. Oh, actually, we're just going to Ancestral, right? Okay, I think I'm just going to play a Narset first, and then we'll play a Murktide later. All right, cool. All right, I like my hand. Chat, what do you think about my current hand on turn 6? We are not playing the same game. Man, it's kind of nice to be on the other side of the dumb blue Mystic Sanctuary deck matchup. Why are we fetching now? Must be a Hull Breacher. It's never resolving, so it doesn't really matter. Null Rod looks good, though. How many Murky Boys should we make? Yes. Here's a Murky Boy. Also, here's a Murky Boy. Actually, probably don't need... Yeah, I'll make it... I'll leave the Ancestral for a Gush or something later. Hold on, did I do the math badly? Nope, I did the math perfectly. I will put 19 power in play for 4 blue mana. Is this deck better than blue-red MH2 Tribal? I don't know. Maybe not. I really, really, really like basic islands. I think the cantrips have been good. Honestly, I've had a lot of Narsets cast against me recently, and being able to Thought Scour and Consider on my opponent's turn has been really sweet. I think the biggest upside of the cantrips, not only do they fuel your Murktide really well, but they also let you just hold open Flusterstorm the whole game. You never tap out for like Preordain or anything. I really think this deck has got something going for it. I think this deck is strong. The thing that I'm the most iffy about is Dress Down Thing in the Ice, but I think it's one of your best like non-graveyard plans. Maybe you could like cut the Thing in the Ices and play 2 True Name Nemesis and still play some Dress Down. Dress Down and True Name are not a combo. The problem is a lot of the good cards that are not out of your graveyard are not a real combo with Dress Down, and I think you do want Dress Down because I really actively think that Dress Down is great in this metagame with like Sagas and Leovolds and all those kind of stuff. I don't really think you need Mana Drain. I think Mana Drain is just not a very strong card, and typically you don't really have the colorless things to like really utilize it. You actually do have like Dig and Cruise, which are really good. I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable to put a Mana Drain in this deck. I just think Mana Drain is just not a super strong card. So also I've had a really hard time fitting all the cards I want in this deck. Like I really do want another Consider, but I can't find any room for it. It's possible still that 6 Delve is a lot, but I want all 4 of my Regents. Like this is the best card in the deck. This is the whole reason to play the deck. This card is really, really good. So I don't know. Okay, here we are. 5th round of our league. This hand cannot be kept without the blue manas. Okay, this hand can be kept with the blue manas. Not a great hand versus like a creature-based deck, but it do be like that sometimes. I think I'm just going to bottom an island and keep all of my spells. Okay, Jet. Chalice is fine. I'm gonna trap the shit out of you. Come to daddy. Oh, please play like a broken 4-drop. No, come on! You can't just... There's no way. There's no way. There's no way they kept a hand. Unless it's a Golos hand. There's just no way. Now you get wastelanded, jerk. They could have kept like Chalice, Mox, Jet, Workshop, Golos. Oh, fuck me. It could have been a Golos hand, I guess. Unfortunately, I am currently in need of a Dress Down to beat a Saga. Unless they don't have another land. I guess theoretically I could flip the... Alright, well, they have a Saga going. Alright. I think I'm still supposed to cash this Considering now? I don't think so. I think it's too hard to flip. I think I would rather use my mana. Maybe get to cruise. Maybe find a dress down. I don't think you're supposed to hold it, no. Gush. I will keep a gush. Will I keep a gush? I think so. I think I'll keep a gush. Okay. So I think it's feasible to flip this thing in the ice. And we'll be pretty close to... Yeah, I don't know why they chaliced on 0. If they chaliced on 1, I would have had to counter it, for sure. All right, so here's a pair of 5/5s. We'll go to 14. Maybe we can't flip this thing in the ice. Maybe we did need to keep the consider. Well, it gets a little bit easier to flip this thing in the ice if we negate something, though they don't really have a lot of stuff going on. We're gonna need some help. We're gonna need some help. But I think it's within realm. Okay. Oh my god, they're gonna play a Golos. Oh, they drew Workshop off the top. Or maybe they had Workshop in their hand the whole time. Unfortunately, I just can't counter this. So, all right. So I assume this just gets them another Saga, maybe. I take 6 and go to 13. I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna need some help here for sure. I need... Oh man, this negation not countering Golos was pretty brutal. They got a strip mine. Interesting. I guess the next Golos can just get them a Saga. I mean, if I just draw a dress down, I'm in good shape. Daze is just no good. All right, I'm gonna gush because I feel like I need to. I don't feel like holding it against strip mine is that good either. Maybe it is. I really just want to... okay, so I can put this into my graveyard. And then I can cast Consider. Do I want to daze my Consider? Yes. And pay? Oh, I don't have an island anymore. I fucking can't. Okay. Noted. Noted. A Murktide Regent. Okay, so my Consider is my my 6 card in my yard. And so I can put the Regent. No, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna bin the Regent and cast Cruise, and I can daze my Cruise, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna bin the Regent. Wasteland. Okay, so should I daze my Cruise to guarantee a thing flip? Or do I just hope that I draw a 1-mana spell? I think I have to daze it. Oh, I could trap it? Oh, I could just... No, trap is only your opponent's cast spells. My opponent has cast 0 spells. No, opponent doesn't have to cast any spells. I have to flip my thing now. I think I have to daze my own Cruise and pay. It just sucks because I want to wasteland their strip mine. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna go island. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. If I flip my thing now, I lose my thing. What? I want them to go Golos tab. Then all I have to do is beat a Golos. It's much worse for me if they go Golos Saga. They can still go strip mine Golos tab. No matter what. They have a strip mine. So I don't really understand what playing around. I think making sure I flip is the #1 call. I guess I can daze the Golos on the way back down. That really assumes I'm going to draw a 1-mana blue spell, which I don't really think I can guarantee here. There's only 5, 6, 7, 8. It's only 8 hits out of 44. Odds 44. Was it 8-3? Odds 44. 8 successes, 3 draws, 1 needed. It's 46%. Yeah, I'm gonna daze this. I mean, I hit 2 1-mana spells. If I had a Force of Will, it would have been even better. Yeah, if I hit a Force of Will, I probably win. So they're gonna get a Golo. Are they gonna get a tab here? Yeah, they got a Tabernacle. That makes sense. I guess maybe I can't beat Golos by itself. It's possible. Maybe I was supposed to keep an additional island. I guess I was supposed to keep an additional island. I don't think my Daze play was bad, but I do think discarding 2 islands was bad. Oh, because I have to crack here, I actually take an extra damage. No. Okay, yeah, it was really bad. Wait, so I can actually... Oh, they drew a fucking Caracas? Okay, well, this gives me an opportunity to draw Force of Will. I have to draw Force of Will here. I should definitely have kept more islands. That was really, really bad. I'm going to use my Brainstorm. I didn't find it. I just found a bunch of strip mines. Okay, well... I do think I drew badly, but I also did play badly as well, so... Is this gonna get an Inventor's Fair? What's this gonna get? Just a Saga, sure. Yeah, all right, pitching an island there was really bad. I don't think it was gonna end up mattering, because I would have to get hit anyways. So I can't hit... I definitely want to mill myself. Yeah, this looks pretty bad. I don't think I was winning if I did the other line though, right? Well, I probably was better off because I would have gotten the land that was already in play strip mined. Maybe I just have to take the risk and just hope I hit a 1-drop at less than 50% odds. Maybe I was just supposed to take the risk. Academy draw. Yeah, well, we would have negated Chalice on 1, so maybe we should have negated Chalice on 1, or maybe we should. I mean, no, I mean we would have negated Chalice on 1, so it's not like. All right, well, we drew the Force. The game continues. This is their. Yeah, I'm just gonna pitch this trap. What'd they draw? I have so little second blue sources. I'm gonna be pissed off here if they have a third spell after all this. All right, sweet. I think I want them to wait. Oh, they have a wasteland. Oh, I'm fucking idiot. Okay, never mind. I'm just bad. Okay. What was I supposed to do? I should have just wastelanded their saga. No, I would lose. I actually just can't beat a wasteland. Okay, so I did lose this game by pitching an island instead of a wasteland. Wow, I'm so bad. I legitimately lost this game because I pitched an island instead of a wasteland. Because I can just hold open, dress down their saga away, and then untap Murktide Regent. Holy crap, I threw this game so hard. All right. Pull it together. Game 2. Chalice on the play. Borrower, true name, maybe? Borrower, true name, Sabotage, No Rod, Dismember, Needle, maybe not all of those. Fluster, Misstep, Misdirection. I really hate Gush in this matchup. Narset. Maybe this No Rod's not good. Yeah, I threw that game. I should win that game. Maybe not win that game, but at least should be able to play. And I just threw that one away. I don't mind my day's play, but yeah. Bro, what are these hands? Maybe I'm supposed to mulligan this hand. I don't know. I think I probably should get a Flux. I'm definitely good against that draw. Of course, immediately regret not having Misstep in my deck. I mean, if they're going to play something off this Vault that's not a Crucible, that's fine with me. Oh, I was supposed to fucking crack my thought. Oh, my lord. All right, why are we playing so badly, Justin? Mana Vault's kind of such a weird card to play in Golos. You're probably supposed to because of Saga, but those feel weird. I mean, if they just go workshop something good here, it's pretty bad for me, but glad I used a bunch of wastelands, right? Non-creature spells cost more. All right, well, here we are. You can just untap that. Well, I am losing this game currently, for sure. I do have a nice answer to a Golos, but... I wonder if this game would have been significantly different if I had cast Thought Scour on turn 1. Would have milled away... I don't remember what we would have milled away. We would have milled away something. Oh my god, I got strip mined. I'm gonna get strip mine locked, aren't I? It's gonna be fucking... Horse fetch. Well, that would have been really bad for me, so... I'm gonna get strip mine locked in this game, just like 100%. Because I can't actually force a follow-up play now. I make my entire deck play around fucking Wasteland, and I still get strip mined every single fucking time. Alright, I mean, we're dead. Unfortunately, I mean, this game, maybe I just wasn't supposed to keep. I don't know. Losing to this deck makes me so angry, though. If at any point I didn't Wasteland Saga, they were going to drop Academy and make tokens. I guess I just had no shot of winning this game. That feels really weird, but maybe I should have just mulliganed and found more islands, I guess. But if I didn't have the Wastelands, I would have just died to the Sagas. No, I think it would have milled my force. But maybe not. I obviously I should have thought scoured in response to the sphere. I just didn't. But I mean, that's just chance, right? Like I threw game 1. I probably should win game 1, or at least it should be a lot closer. I'm gonna put a Flux in my board though. Not that I ever had the mana to play a Flux at any point in any of these games, which does make me worried. I need to play more versus Golos. I liked everything else we had going on. What can I board out? Like, what's the worst card here? Maybe we just don't need this true name. Everything else looked good. Yeah, we'll just change the true name for a Flux. Be a little bit more respectful of Golos pile. I really want to play some more matches versus it, though. I really don't feel like it should be this bad. This was a complete nightmare of a game. But I guess game 1 was pretty much a nightmare game too, because they went Mox. What they played Mox, Chalice, Workshop, Go. Well, we had a Mind Break Trap and a Negation in hand. What a weird play. Unfortunately, we just had a Negation hand against a Golos hand, I guess. But when they do that, like, all we need to do is like Thought Scour, Regent, and they lose, right? Like, how do they ever beat a Regent in that situation? We really wanted to just draw Dress down instead of having to flip Thing in the Ice. Gushing is always so bad, but it was a necessary evil in that game. All right, well, this was a fun league, though. We did lose to the 2 decks that I wanted to play against. Well, I wanted to play against non-combo, and we actually played against non-combo for 4 rounds. We destroyed both our bug opponents, which is a good sign. And then we played a close set versus Beerus. I think we're probably just unfavored against Dredge, and we probably will never be favored against Dredge, because I'm not willing to put more than the sideboard hate that I already have in. But this Urza match was a little weird. Definitely a little weird. Yeah, so that's the change. I'm just gonna change out the true name. I don't think the true name is good. If our bug matchup is already good, I don't think we need a true name. Now, I'm not convinced our bug matchup is good. I just think we kind of had some really strong hands versus bug, so. No, I mean, I think this is enough Dredge Hate to win games. Like, this is 5 pieces of Dredge Hate and 5 Wastelands. I think it's enough to win games. I don't think this is like a negligible amount of Dredge Hate. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not going to put 7 for a deck that's not a huge amount. Like, we won game 1 against Dredge. Just off the back of Wasteland. Or actually double Wasteland because they had double Bazaar. But, like, I actually think this is like pretty decent set of answers. Like, maybe one more is like the max I would play. Like another spell-based one. Maybe like a Rab Trap. But like, again, like I don't want to cut down below 4 Fluster. I don't want to cut my Blast. Maybe we could cut Sabotage, but I like Sabotage. And then I think we need a Borrower. I like the Melody's performed great. Dismember has been great. Chalice and No Rod have been great. Like, theoretically, maybe we can figure out a way to put a 3rd Flusterstorm in the main. And that way we free up a sideboard slot and we can play an additional piece of Dredge Hate or additional piece of Golos Hate. Yeah, I mean, that could be it. Maybe the answer is we just get 3 Flusters in the main. Maybe we should play 3 Flusters in the main. What if we go 3 Fluster, 2 Consider? Is that unreasonable? Consider has been good for us, though. Like, I've been trying to find a way to play 4 Consider. Like, I definitely think we could play another Fluster in this deck, but we're already pretty good against combo with our huge counter suite. Like, huge counter suite. Huge 12 counters. We're basically a standstill player at this point. And then we can board up 2 counters in the board versus Doomsday, which will give us a fighting chance to not get turn 1'd on the draw. All right. Yeah, this was fun. This was a good time. I'm definitely gonna make some food now, though. So thank you for watching and sticking with. Appreciate that. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. We're almost to 2,000 YouTube subscribers, and we're almost to 3,000 Twitch followers, which are big milestones. So hopefully you can help me get there. I'll see you in the next video.